Hello and welcome to another League video here on ModernNexus.com. My name is Ryland, also known as Holy Shamgar on Twitch, and today we are playing with everybody's favorite deck, Bogles. Surely everyone enjoys playing with and against this deck. No opinions to the contrary. I'm convinced of it. It has been popping up a lot lately in the format, all joking aside. You are seeing more and more of it, and you're seeing more and more reactions to it. Lots of copies of things like engineered explosives, people just generally being prepared for the archetype. That said, it's still performing here and there. So, I mean, what was it at the GP this past weekend? I think on camera they had a 10-0 Bogles mirror. I think only one of those players, one of those players ended up making it to the top 8. And I believe losing in the quarters, but that aside, the point being this deck is much more in the forefront of the format at the moment. Lots of copies at tournaments that you are likely to be at. So it's certainly something, enjoy it or not, that we should be cognizant of. This list is pretty stock. In fact, it is the list from the GP this past weekend, the top 8 list. The only thing that's usually really a point of contention is the number of path to exiles in the main. We see, obviously, this list has 2. But outside of that, yeah, pretty stock stuff. We'll see sort of what we can do with it today. Not usually my deck of choice, but you got to switch it up sometimes. You gotta know your enemies, right? Yeah, I'll mention this a little bit more throughout, I think, but I think most of the inherent difficulty, I mean, every modern deck has its own sort of difficult moments, and most of the decision points with this deck are going to be in mulligan decisions and sideboarding decisions, which is true for a lot of modern decks, especially the more linear, aggressive ones such as this. So we'll just have to be making sure we try to make the right decisions at those points and then play tight for the rest of the games. But either way, let's go ahead and hop into those games and see how it goes.